divine inspiration, that voice, when it speaks to you, you need to act on it. You need to act on it quickly. That's what I've been doing lately. I've been really implementing things right away, as soon as possible. As long as I know that it's the right thing for me, I take action right away. I want you to be able to have that confidence in yourself. I want you to have that same belief in yourself, because it truly isn't that difficult. It isn't that impossible. In fact, things are way more possible than you believe, my friend, my boy. Listen, family, listen. There's been times, and I know this video is going to be helpful for you, because there's been times in my life when I had it absolutely to stretch that dollar. You know what I'm saying? I've had to stretch the dollar, fam. I know what it's like to have very little money. Bills are piling up, being in debt. I know what this is about. I know what that's like. And what do you do in those days? I've been fortunate enough to be savvy enough, to be grateful enough, to be graced from God enough, to be in the right place at the right time enough where I never let it get too bad. Like, I wasn't homeless. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really lose anything, but I've been very close, where to the point where my cars got repossessed, eviction letters have been sent, debt collectors are calling me, credit card companies are suing me. Like, bro, I know all about that. I've been through all of that. You know, women are breaking up with me. Homies are, you know what I'm saying, cutting niggas off. Like, bro, I know all about that, bro. Been through it all. It's all painful. It's all tough. It's all real life, though. But at the same time, I've been able to navigate graciously, strength included, because I've had that fortitude being built the entire time. And now looking back at it all that was really just part of God's plan to make me who I am, to make me wiser, to make me stronger, to make me smarter, right? To make me more stable in a sense, because now I look at those types of times, those tribulations, as lessons. You know, to me, those were times when God has shown me his presence. God has shown up for me many times. And I don't know, we use the word he as a God, as a he, like our Father, but when I say God and I say his presence, just know it could be it's just God. Like, I've just felt the grace of God straight up, to the point where I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get through this. I've had that belief and that faith in myself, and I've taken action, but it's been difficult. I know what it's like to have to stretch $5, $15 through a day, through a week. I know what that's like, you know. And you can't even always buy the healthy food. You got to go to the fast food restaurants. You know what I'm saying? You got to, you know, and nothing wrong with fast food, I suppose, but really it's not healthy, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, guess what? Our daily bread, right? I always would pray to God and say, you know, thy will be done. You know, but ask that, at least give me my daily bread. Sometimes you got to go to that Del Taco, that Taco Bell, that Burger King, that Taco Bell. Sometimes you got to pull up in those low-key spots, the gas station, get the 25, 75 cent crackers, bro. Sometimes you got to do that. I know what that's about, bro. Sometimes you got to get the value deals. Sometimes you got to go at a certain time to get the price that's low. Sometimes you got to get the coupon. Sometimes you got to get the Groupon. I know how that goes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go sell some of the things you love, some of the things you got on. Some of your belongings, you got to sell it. I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? Just to make ends meet. You know what I mean? Just to make ends meet. Just know you'll make it. Stuck. You might be really down and out. Going to go through a series of emotions. You know, you might have a spiritual breakthrough. You're going to have no choice but to lean and depend on God in those times, because the magnitude of the certain circumstances you're going to go through are going to be beyond human, beyond man. You can't even handle it sometimes. That's how you know that God is real. That's how you'll know that God is real, when the adversity hits so hard, and you're going through so much adversity, you're going through so much pain, you're facing so many challenges, so many obstacles, nothing's going your way. Girls, business, you know, and especially when you're looking at yourself, now you're talking to yourself negatively, your relationship with yourself. And at those lows, right, at those lows, and then boom, you get hit from an exterior, debt collector, credit card, bank, car accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, those are the times that really make you develop. Those are the times that really make you tap into the God and really make you believe, like, damn, okay, fuck, like, I gotta get this done. Because what am I gonna? You're not. We're not gonna kill ourselves. You understand me? That's not an option. And even if you feel like you have nobody, no friends, nobody to talk to, maybe you're embarrassed, you don't want to expose yourself, you don't want to be vulnerable, you can always go to God. You can always talk to God. Go to somebody close to you. Find somebody close to you, though. I encourage you. You know, but if you can, go to God. God is always watching. God has always got your back. God would never put you through anything that you can't handle. So keep that in mind when you're going through these things. When you're going through these moments that seem like there's no way out, just know that you will get through it. You will. When you're like, damn, like I have zero money, I have to pay for this, and that. There's always a way. You got to get creative sometimes. You got to use your resources. You got to use your God-given brain, right? But there's ways, fam. You got to figure out how to turn 2 into 4. How did Jesus turn water into wine? How did Jesus turn one piece of bread into multiple loaves? You can do it. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it, bro. I've been through some of the most trying situations, some of the most treacherous times in my life, bro, that I'll never experience or go back to, God willing, because I have a new mindset. I have a new restored faith in myself and life, and I have a new perspective, and I have a new angle on the way I handle everything. My money, my finances, myself, my relationships with God especially, and all these types of things. I just look at the world in a way more mature way now. I look at the world as a true follower of of the word. So that's helping me find more clarity in my actions. That's bringing me closer and closer to salvation in every step I take daily. It's exciting. It's really fun, because when you're not living through this path, you'll be lost. When you're not living on this righteous path, you'll know, bro. You'll know. Unless you're just really numbing yourself out with so much pain and stuff, like you just don't even realize it. Subconsciously, you'll know. But like once you get on this path, life just lightens up for you. Opportunities flow. You sleep better. You're happier. You're peaceful. You got a smile on your face. Your skin starts to glow. I mean, I just had a healthy bowl from Pressed Juicery. It was delicious. And so, yeah, man, that's really what I wanted to talk about. You know, I encourage you to get my book, link in the description. New You Now: A Guide to Amazing Improvement. Start with that. Follow me on Instagram at Wealthy Westbrooks. If you haven't started your skincare system, link in the description for T Chandler. You're going to get a discount on that. You're going to get a good deal on everything I got going on, man. My coaching programs, mindset, nutrition, fitness. I mean, everything I talk about, I live. So, yeah, just know I'm here for you, man. I wanted to give you that bit of advice and really relate to you, and on those times when you have pretty much no money. You gotta overdraft. Your bank account is negative. You got a few dollars, some coins. You're scraping change, and you're buying 79 cent items, barely even eating all day. You're starving. At that times, when you're starving at them times, that's when God's gonna really tap in with you. You're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have to fast. God's forcing you to fast in those times. Again, to lean on God in those times. Now my pockets are abundant. Now my pockets are full. Now my pockets flow heavily. I always believed that, but I didn't act accordingly in a way that I was abusing my funds. I would abuse. Not really though. I wouldn't even say I was abusing them, because I was taking a lot of risks. I've had a lot of success, right, to be real with you. But what I mean is that I could have been a better steward of my situation, right? And I think we all can relate to that in a sense. Not that I have any regrets, none at all. But I think that if we all look at our lives, we would say, oh, okay, like I see how I could have improved, or I could have done that, or I could have did this, or could have should that, like, right? But all that is what makes you who you are. So never ever, like, don't be shamed and regretful. Don't have any guilt. That's the low vibrational. I have full acceptance, love, joy, and enlightenment about everything, because moving forward, I'm connected and guided and guarded by God. That's beautiful. All right. Hope this video helps you, man. If it did, like, just come and subscribe. Link in the description. Follow me on IG. Get the book. Get your skincare. Start investing in the money markets right now. It's a great time to get into the market. And if you're not investing in yourself, nobody else will invest in you. You know what I mean? So you have to really start believing in yourself, taking action, and believing in God that will get you through the day. Because so many times you'll catch yourself thinking so far ahead. If you're really down and out, just live for today, because tomorrow will handle itself. Tomorrow will handle itself. As long as you know that you're going to be okay for today, you got a place to sleep, you got some blankets and a bed to sleep on, a roof over your head, and enough money to get some food in you, you got to be grateful for that. You have to just be grateful for just that in that day, and then work on you. That's what I talk about my mindset coaching program. Work on you. When you're at those absolute lowest of lows, when you're just absolute rock bottom, that's what you do. You have to figure that out. Sometimes you starve. Sometimes once you get past the point of starving, now you have a little bit of money. You can start buying some food, investing, and eating, doing push-ups, doing workouts, raising your frequency, raising your mindset. You're looking at the world differently. You're going to start to attract different opportunities. You're going to start to see improvements, and then all of a sudden things will start to shine for you. Things will start to go your way if you just stick with that. If you just stick with working out, managing with what you do have, and only handling and worrying, not even worrying, but being concerned for today. Don't even worry about all. People are so worried about tomorrow, they don't even have today figured out. Just handle today. Today is where you need to focus on. Tomorrow will handle itself. Today, right now, your life in the moment is what you need to control, because your life is a series of moments. If you can master this moment right now, then you'll be able to master your entire life in a sequence of moments. In every moment, you're struggling to keep your vibration at a high one. And every moment, low frequency, you're operating again from shame, guilt. Really, what you want to do is raise your frequency to acceptance, love, enlightenment. You want to be operating from this divine Christ consciousness, because when you're here, you don't have any problems. When you're here, you see the world as a beautiful thing. When you're here, you see the possibilities. When you're here, you see the abundance. When you're here, you see the love. When you're here, you see the peace. When you're here, you see the joy. When you're here, you see the opportunity, the gift of the present moment. You see God, all right?